Welcome to Innovation Explorers. Experience the captivating realm of innovation, design, science, and technology. Apple's new glasses are genius. Here's why. What would you do if you had a set of glasses that not only used augmented reality but also communicated with your phone to display information like emails, SMS, a map of your current location, or directions, without even having to take out your phone? All of these are just a few of the things that Apple glasses may assist you with. What if I told you that the Apple spectacles can also be adjusted to fit any person's prescription requirements? Because of this, countless individuals, including myself, have been eagerly anticipating this eyewear for years. But we'll have to wait longer, regrettably, at least until 2025. But what other features can we anticipate from the Apple glasses that will further distinguish this eyewear from the competition? And may they replace the iPhone in the future? The beginning of this tragedy can be traced all the way back to 2014, when the failure of Google's smart glass devastated thousands of spyglass enthusiasts worldwide. Google Glass failed at the time due to both a lack of consumer interest in this area of technology and certain design issues. But as soon as word spread about Apple's smart glasses in 2017, their expectations were quickly rekindled. I can assure you that no one is more enthusiastic than Apple CEO Tim Cook about the possibility of embracing virtual and augmented reality. During the 2017 Worldwide Developers Conference at the San Jose McHenry Convention Center, he passionately spoke about Apple's interest in mixed reality products. At a private event, Tim Cook explained to Apple sleuth Tim Bajarin that augmented and virtual reality might be one of Apple's biggest contributions to the tech industry. Tim might not be wrong after all, because Apple did draw attention to itself with the Apple Glass. The launch has been postponed until roughly 2025 due to some major technical problems with the Apple Glass, so it appears we'll have to wait longer than anticipated. Tim Bajarin claims that Apple did not immediately begin working on smart glasses following the Global Developers Conference. Instead, Apple adopted a methodical strategy of developing software programs that could be downloaded on iPads and iPhones. Apple Glass will ultimately support these applications. We could speculate that Apple's technological advancements, aside from making the tech industry happier, are largely in place because they are attempting to introduce a flawless glass model to the world. As we can see from the indefinite postponement, Apple isn't ready to risk the tiniest flaw in its most ambitious project, as we can see from the postponement. If Apple does everything correctly, the AR market may continue to grow profitably. Furthermore, it will persuade people that a gadget this unusual might be more real than science fiction or the stuff of superhero movies. Many reports and conjectures about Apple's glass surfaced in the third and fourth quarters of 2022. It's interesting that while some of these popular stories made sense, others seemed a little off. Additionally, a number of leaked patents speculate on the design of Apple Glass, but based on what we know about Apple and, I assume, most tech businesses in general, we can assume that only a small percentage of those patents will actually be put to use. However, it appears that the general image of what we could be expecting to see if Apple Glass ever gets launched is becoming more and more evident. The fact that Apple Glass will be manufactured in a manner similar to Google's smart glasses is no longer breaking news. Because it will be made of lightweight materials, it will be practical for prolonged outside use. Apple Glass augmented reality function is its best feature. Users will be able to overlay digital information over the physical world, and they'll have to guess what the Apple Glass will share via their iOS device. Sadly, Apple's computer nerds have yet to get their hands on portable devices with the processing power of an iPhone and the battery life to support it. We have learned a lot about the Apple Glass design through leaked patterns. Some of these depict Apple Glass as a protective wearable. But if Apple wants to use smart glasses to win over millions of Apple devotees, they must be stylish. People want to look stylish on Apple Glass, not like some 2-decade-old Terminator, no offense, on old in addition to its technical advantages. However, Apple has consistently demonstrated flair and elegance in its designs, from the very first to the most recent. Therefore, based on this fact, we can claim that the Apple Glass design might not be underwhelming. Why in May 2022, Apple analyst John Prosser predicted that a heritage edition of Apple Glass would resemble the glasses worn by the company's founder Steve Jobs. How great would that be? Mark Gurman, an Apple investigator, claims that John Prosser's disclosure may only be a rumor. Furthermore, Tim Cook hasn't mentioned the glasses other than to appreciate the potential of augmented reality. Apple Glass would, at the very least, look like any other pair of glasses. According to the images we've seen online, the eyewear will contain a LiDAR scanner, also known as a light detection and ranging scanner, on the right temple. With the aid of this scanner, the user will be able to quickly, precisely, and realistically portray close-up objects and environments in 3D. Apple glasses, however, do not have any built-in cameras. However, LiDAR can quickly position objects without physical markers. Additionally, a stand and a wireless charging port will be included with the initial model of Apple Glass. It is also anticipated that the battery life will be about 3 hours. The limited lifespan wouldn't be as much of an issue, aside from the glasses, if charging the Apple Glass was as simple as charging AirPods. The lenses are yet another element that sets Apple glasses apart from other eyewear. One of the main features of Apple Glass is its unique lenses. According to a patent awarded to Apple, smart glasses will be able to adapt to any eye ailment, regardless of how severe it is, by using an optical subassembly. The user's eyesight will be automatically taken into account by Apple Glass. However, according to a number of observers, this functionality will probably be incorporated into the augmented and virtual reality headgear that Apple chose to create instead of smart glasses, and if not, we'll probably get to see it in the upcoming iteration of Apple Glass. A different patent demonstrates Apple's efforts to improve user experience by directly projecting the image into the user's eye. This makes it much simpler to concentrate on specific images. The smart glasses can still be used as prescription glasses despite this functionality. In addition, customers can anticipate a magnificent 7,680 by 4,320 pixel resolution for each eye if and only if a 2019 CNET article claiming that the Apple glasses were displaying 8K proves to be accurate. Apple Glass may be able to project areas of the world you want to see and enable seamless background changes, according to a number of other patents. Additionally, Apple Glass's depth sensors will improve night vision for the covert government officers monitoring this video. Another patent has disclosed wearables in the form of smart rings that would facilitate finger movement and motions to which Apple's smart glasses must conform. There are also rumors that Apple Glass will include a private eyewear function that keeps your iPhone display private. However, this other patent is more significant. Consider the case where you are writing using an Apple Pen. According to Apple sleuth Ming Chi Kuo, the Apple Glass may use Sony micro OLED displays and optical modules to improve its see-through R experience, and in the same vein provide an impressive VR experience. The smart rings will assist in translating whatever movements you make with your fingers into handwritten text. Going back to privacy, I suppose Hollywood made us aware of this battle when Google Glass was released in 2013. One of the major issues with Apple Glass would be the notion that users might film or picture individuals without their permission. The 5 Points Cafe, a bar in Seattle, outright forbade Google Glass usage there for the same reason. Apple obtained a patent that enabled for the recording indicators to inform onlookers when they are being recorded, because they didn't need to go through that with their HMDS before preserving people's privacy. Since Apple did not add a second camera to Apple Glass, this patent is more appropriate for the company's VR headset. Even if we are taken by surprise, we can be sure that both users' and bystanders' privacy is safeguarded. A detachable camera accessory module is also suggested by the patent. In addition to giving cinemas and bars like the 5 Point Cafe power when it comes to preventing unauthorized recording or photography, its absence indicates that the HMD user cannot record it. Apple Glass may be able to hear even the smallest sounds, according to Elite Pattern, which shows that the device has several microphones to allow it pick up even the faintest sounds and guide the user to the sounds using an AR kit. We already know that Apple has been involved in the augmented reality AR space for a while, and each new release of iOS includes newer AR capabilities. As I mentioned earlier, these alluring features represent a methodical approach to Apple's most ambitious AR tech. Users of Apple Glass will soon be able to attach AR objects to actual locations using location anchors included in the AR kit. In other words, wearing Apple Glass or the company's mixed reality headset will let you view these products without really touching them. Apple Glass users may quickly generate a 3D map of a given region utilizing capture depth data and anchor points by using objects like location signs, directions, and nearly everything else you see every day. Apple has also upgraded the AR kit with facial and hand tracking software. It will enable players to translate sign language and provide an immersive gaming experience. Price and software for Apple Glass. Apple is allegedly already working on 2 VR platforms. Apple Glass is most likely to use the first because it is based on the iOS/Reality operating system, also known as ROS, which says it will only function on your iPhone. The other is based on the macOS Extended Reality operating system, also known as Xros, which, as the name implies, will only work on your MacBook. In addition, a leak from 2020 indicates that the Apple Glass will run on the Starboard operating system. Interestingly, certain codes with the codename Starboard or Star Tester were found inside Apple's iOS 13 releases back in 2019. While we could go on and on about the intriguing characteristics of the Apple glasses, as I have repeatedly stated, Apple depends on a number of developing systems for its most recent technology. Are you able to afford it? Is a crucial query. According to John Prosser, the price of the Apple Glass is $499 in addition to the price of the corrective glasses. Depending on your insurance plan, the lenses will probably be created to order. Plans, you're probably going to pay close to $1,500 overall, which is a sizable sum. Therefore, a discussion of the Apple Glasses replacement is necessary to understand what Apple is doing in light of their extended postponement. Apple describes the mixed reality headset as a stepping stone toward the creation of Apple Glass. It combines augmented reality and virtual reality. According to earlier patents, the headset will have customized gloves. The second iteration of the mixed reality headgear, which is expected to be lighter and rumored to be able to make calls, will be released in 2024. Apple's augmented reality contact lenses will also likely be released in 2030, according to analysts. Hopefully after this, your favorite stores will have the Apple Glass on sale,